All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Cup demo meeting. Yay, applause. Well, Bhinneka means unity. I need to explain that because we have guests from outside Indonesia. So this is part of Indonesian motto, which is Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, means unity in diversity, which is why we're here. We want to foster unity. All right. So first of all, I would like to congratulate because it's Sunday evening, guys. Most of us want to turn off our productivity engine, right? Because it's Sunday, you want to have a day off. But I'm proud of all of us here because we choose to be productive. We want to chase that nice feelings of learning something new. So I'm really proud of you. And I would like to also explain. Maybe some of you wonder, what is Toastmasters? I see people posting about it on Facebook, but that's all I know. Well, don't worry, because I hope by the end of this meeting, you will get to know more about it and you have a better picture about what Toastmasters is. For example, fun fact, just yesterday, Toastmasters turned 96 years old. Can you imagine? 96, almost 100 years old. It was established in 1924. It was between World War One and World War Two. That's how old Toastmasters is. But when you think of a 96-year-old institution, probably you think of dying, but it's far away from dying. Actually, Toastmasters is available in 145 countries, and there are 16,500 plus clubs out there in this 145 countries. And even in countries probably we didn't think there would be Toastmasters, like Iraq, Botswana, Suriname, even in a country we've never heard before, such as Mauritius. It's a joke, by the way, because our table topic master is all the way from Mauritius, and you'll get to know him later. And our topic for today is world of opportunity. Well, when I think of opportunities, I think of the opportunity to change something, right? And there are three types of people when it comes to opportunity. This is my what is it called? My senior in Toastmasters always did. There are people who make things happen with this opportunity. There are also people who watch things happen. But there are also people who wonder what happened. Just suddenly things finished or has done. So we don't want to be this type of people. We want to be the people who make things happen. And I hope this is our first step in doing that. All right. And the next one that I will have to explain is this meeting. This meeting is divided into three sessions. The first session is prepared speech session. The second session is table topic session. And the third one is evaluation session. As you can refer to our agenda if you need a reminder. But you will know about what these sessions are all about uh, from the explanation of the role takers. Speaking about role takers, I would like to introduce our next role taker, which is called the General Evaluator. Our General Evaluator today is Ben Whitaker. All right, take it away, Ben.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster and Tom Pippett. So I am the general evaluator. What does that mean? I get to evaluate the whole meeting from start, middle, and end. But with that, I do have a great team that's going to help me uh, get some of this work done. Let me introduce you to these different roles if you are new to Toastmasters. So all the way from Lampung in the middle of a sugarcane plantation and the sugar industry, where she is the general affairs manager. Let's welcome our grammarian, Asti Suri Perniati.
Thank you, Ben. Fellow Toastmaster and dear guests, as the grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage, and I'll take note of any misusage of the as well as the outstanding usage. As the grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word is opportunities, which mean a set of circumstances that make it possible to do something. An example of using the word is business opportunities is encouraging despite the global COVID-19 pandemic. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day in their speeches. I will present report when called by general evaluation. Over to you, Ben. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Asti. Our next role taker for this meeting is our timer. She hails from a small city outside of Surabaya called Madiun. And she's lived in Jakarta, she studied in America, and now she's living here in Bali. So let's welcome Toastmaster Melita Oktanawati.
Thank you. Right, tonight I will be your timer. So please keep in mind that I will change my background color. So if my background is green, it means that you have reached your minimum time limit. And if changed to yellow, you almost reached the maximum time limit. And if it is red, you have reached your maximum time limit. So I will put in the chat box whenever you have done speaks. So in the end of each session, I will only mention that the speaker eligible or not eligible. So please take a look at the chat box right away, right now. I already put some prepared speech. Natalie, 5 to 7. Please keep in mind that your time is 5, 6, 7. Ibu Rona, please keep in mind that your time will be 12, 14, and 15. And the other speakers, please take a look at the chat box right away. All right, thank you. Back to you, Ben.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melita. Our next role taker and helpful part of my evaluation is the counter. And for her, here to explain her role is Toastmaster Bella Vandergrind. She grew up in Connecticut from the United States, where she's an architect specializing in bamboo, which has brought her all the way here from the US to Bali, Indonesia. So let's please welcome Toastmaster Bella Vandergrind.
Thank you, Ben. Hello, everyone. My role for this evening is the counter, and as part of my role, I will be counting the number of unnecessary sounds or repetitive words that you may use when speaking. I will be observing and taking notes of words such as or like, and filler words or repetitive words as well. I will then present my report at the end of the meeting. Thank you. Back to you, Ben.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Bella. All right. And finally, one of my favorite roles for Toastmasters is, and this man, he is my superhero, and he will soon be yours. He will conquer any kind of programming needs you have, and he'll do it with plenty of time to spare. So let me introduce you to our ballot counter, Toastmaster Denny Surya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ben. Okay, so everyone loves to win, but the most important thing is we become better. It's not the winner. So either we win or we lose. So I will have ballot counter to know who are the winners, so we can know how to improve ourselves. Back to you, Ben.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Denny. All right, everyone, that is pretty much it. We have ourselves a grammarian. She is here to help with our great uses of English language. We have ourselves our timer. If you look at her screen, it is green currently. And we also have ourselves an counter and a ballot counter. And you'll hear back from all of us at the end of the meeting. So thank you all for being here and joining this crazy experience with all of us, and have a great time. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Ben, for the introduction of the evaluation team. All right, so welcome to the first session of this Toastmaster meeting, which is a prepared speech session. It sounds like so formal. Well, it's actually not that bad. So in Toastmasters, we have 12 pathways. Pathways is a kind of lines of education track that we can take in Toastmasters. So our first speaker is somebody who will do her effective body language project. So the purpose of the speech is about practicing effective body language. She is a business manager by day, but a public speaker by night and weekend. She found her passion for speaking and mentoring through Toastmasters. She has been a Toastmaster member for 6.5 years, and her motto is progress over perfection. Her project is effective body language with a speech title, A Lesson from the Teacup. Take it away, Natalie.
Every family has a secret. We all have antiques that we put on our attics. Opening its door was like opening a Pandora box. You'll never know what's inside, and you'll never guess what you'll find. But one afternoon, I braced myself and opened that door. In the corner of the room, under the sprawling cobwebs, I saw boxes of china. I opened one of them and I saw this beautiful vintage teacup. Mom, why didn't we use this teacup? Oh, that cup, they're new. New? When did you get them? It's my wedding gift. Still new, not being open. Mom, you got this for 33 years and it's new? Why didn't you use it? Better to save it for a special occasion. After listening to my mom, I realized the peculiarity of it. 33 years and still new? Wait a moment. This teacup is even older than me. It already existed before I was even conceived. It totally blew my mind. Then I started to ponder. Why she didn't use it? Why she just save it? And to answer this question, I tried to understand where my mom came from. My mom came from Solo, Central Java. Her family background was humble, yet they all lived happily. Until a tragedy struck. When Bengawan Solo River flooded my mom's entire village and wiped out her family possessions until they had nothing. Driven for a need for a better life, they moved to Jakarta, the capital city of Indonesia, where it was dog eats dog competition. Living a tough life in Jakarta made my mom truly appreciate what she had. Growing up, my parents, my mom and my dad worked so hard to provide me a better life, better food, better education, and better future. They were always focusing on those big things and long-term goals. And that's how I was raised. When my friend went for a trip to the beach on a weekend, I spent mine reading books at home. When my family friends came from other countries or other places to Bali, and they were always asking us, have you ever been to this place? Have you ever gone to that place? We would always shake our heads. Reflecting back on those fragments of memories, I realized that my mom and I have different perspective towards life. My mom see life as this teacup. She was waiting for those big things and big moments to arrive before she could enjoy it. Yet, those moments and things were sparse in my memories. I could only recall a few. When we won lottery, when I turned 17, when I finished and graduated from my university. When my dad passed away, I realized that there were so many opportunities that we missed because we were always fixing our eyes on those moments to happen. Yet, we lost something that truly invaluable, our time and togetherness. Now I see life as jigsaw puzzle. Each piece of the puzzle looks small and ordinary, but when you put them together, they will form an exquisite picture. Walking down my memory lane, I remember those small, ordinary moments. My dad smiling when I said, "Good night, Daddy." My mom patting my head when I finished homework. I remember my favorite pillow that I used to hug before I went to sleep, and the joy that I felt in my heart when I saw sunrise for the first time. Those were small moments and seem ordinary, but when you put them together, collectively, they would form a beautiful picture that deeply engraved in my heart. I realized then I didn't have to wait for those big things to happen in my life before I could start enjoying my present moment. Because every moment that I am doing right now, I can take it and I can turn it into a special one. Ever since then, I started to treat every single moment differently, especially the moment I spend with my mother, my mom. Every week now, I go out and have dinner with her. Every year, if possible, I would take her out because she doesn't like traveling, and we go on a trip to places that she's never been before. We are now collecting our own puzzle pieces to build that beautiful picture of us together. Fellow friends, do you have this unused teacup in your life? Are you just saving it for those special moments? Let me tell you a secret. Every moment is a special one. Savor it now. Toastmasters.
Yay, thank you so much. Every moment is special. So savor it. Yes, thank you. I will do that. So this is one of the advantages of joining Toastmasters because you have an opportunity to deliver your prepared speech. Can be about your life experience, can be about the book that you recently read, can be about your epiphany under an apple tree during the pandemic, can be about anything. And there are so many people who practice active listening through your speech, and then you will also get evaluation by the end of your speech. So this is one of the advantages of joining Toastmasters. But this is not the only advantage. It's not the only advantage. I mean, this person will even explain further what we can get from Toastmasters. This speaker is Ronawati Wongso. She is the CEO and founder of Rantai Breakthrough Consulting, a business consultant specializing in profit optimization and company turnaround. She has joined Toastmasters for about 1 year. And then her speech title is all things Toastmasters. Take it away, Bruna.
Thank you very much, Pipit. Let me share a screen. Welcome all to All Things Toastmaster. Many of you actually in the questions in the form say that you want to know everything about Toastmaster. So your wish is my command. I'm Mr. Aladdin, so I will tell you about everything about Toastmaster, all things about Toastmaster. What do successful people have in common? You see Barack Obama, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Oprah, and yep, you see my picture there. So you can unmute yourself. What do they have in common?
Good looking.
Yes,
Confidence.
certainly. Confidence, certainly. Any more?
A leader, leaders.
Yes, a leader. Any more? Do you think that Barack Obama will get elected to become a president if he cannot have his excellent campaign speech to the people to vote for him?
Communication skill.
Yes,
Public speaking.
yes, public speaking. So they all have effective communication skills. I think if you watch Barack Obama, Steve Jobs, when he sell his iPhone, Bill Gates and Oprah, I think as the entertainer, they all have effective communication skills and also have good leadership skills. So try to watch the way they deliver their speech is amazing. But we are not as famous as they are. So look around us, look at your workplace. Those people who progress in their career and business have good communication skill and leadership skill. Do you want to have this skill to progress in your career and business? Effective communication skill help you convey your message, to showcase yourself, your expertise, and to convey a posture of confidence that you are an expert. So Toastmaster will help you gain effective communication skill and leadership skill for you to lead a happy and successful life. I think that's all we want in life. I remember when I was in college, I took business communication class. My speech was videoed, was filmed. At that time, it was still very rare. We have video to film. But by filming, I watched it many times on how to improve my speech. So sometimes I see that I made repetitive movement, which I did not wear. I had many filler words. My voice tone was flat and I had no body language. But I practice and practice and practice. So practice makes perfect. So when I started working, this communication skill come handy. After 3 months working in Konoko, my boss asked me to present a budget to the C-level executive and our joint venture partners. And I did very well. Everyone praised me and I was so happy. It boosts my confidence and it set the tone for my entire career. I furthered my speaking skill at Dale Carnegie course, but it was only like 3-day workshop. At that time, I didn't know about Toastmaster. If I would have known Toastmaster, I would have joined a long time ago. So today, I'm you have the privilege to know about Toastmasters. So you have to take advantage of this privilege. I think you all remember riding a bicycle or learn how to ride a bicycle. Can you learn to ride a bicycle by reading a manual? I remember when I was a kid, my parents, my friends gave me guidance and instructions on how to ride a bicycle. But without practicing it, I cannot ride a bicycle. I tried to ride it. I fell down so many times. I bruised my knees and elbows and it hurts. But after practicing and practicing, finally, I was able to ride bicycle slowly and then I mastered it. So the question, can you learn to ride a bicycle by reading a manual? You need to practice. So does to master your communication and leadership skill. You cannot just read a manual. So how do you practice communication in Toastmaster? There are 3 different sections in every meeting. We have table topic, prepare speech, and evaluation speech. Table topic is open to all, including guests. It's a 1 to 2 minutes impromptu speech. And maybe you have a question, why do we need to learn about impromptu speech? Do you have social events to attend? You have to speak impromptu. You cannot prepare your speech. So by practicing impromptu speech, we get better and better. Practice makes perfect. And then the next 2 speeches, prepare speech and evaluation speech, are reserved for members only, and we are guided by pathways. Prepare speech is a 5 to 7 minute speech. It could be shorter, it could be longer depending on the project, and we prepare well in advance. When we prepare our speech, then we can think about the logic, the flow of our speech, the message that we want to convey, and the delivery of our message to make it more engaging to the audience. Again, with practice, we get better, and practice make perfect. And then the third is evaluation speech. It's a 2 to 3 minute speech evaluating our peers' speech. So we give feedback to our peers on how to improve his or her speech. It's the same when when I do my speech, then somebody will evaluate me. So we receive and give feedbacks in Toastmaster. We do not have a teacher-student relationship. What we have is a peer relationship and later mentor and protege relationship. By evaluating a speech, we learn to listen and how we should improve. So these 2 are in pathway. Now let me explain a little bit about pathways. So pathways is Toastmasters education program to develop your skills and achieve your goals. This consists of several modules, and there are 11 paths to choose from. So for example, we have presentation mastery, engaging humor, dynamic leadership, effective coaching, persuasive and influence. Basically, many to choose from, whatever your interest is. And here I will show you what pathway is. So in each pathway, there are 5 levels and path completion. And then in each level, there are many projects. For example, in level 1, we have the icebreaker, and then we have evaluation and feedback, and then we have the researching and presenting, and then completion of level 1. So basically, it builds your skills step by step. And then in level 5, we have the high performance leadership and elective projects. And I haven't forgotten about leadership, because we say that in Toastmaster, basically, we learn about effective communication and how leaders are made. So how do you practice leadership in Toastmaster? Well, Toastmaster consists of several clubs. So you can take leadership positions in the club as club president, VP of education, VP of membership, and many other positions, area director, division director, or district officers. And also you can do projects in pathway, because at level 5, as I show you, there's high performance leadership projects. And this is actually you manage a team, you lead a team, motivate your team, and get the project done. So not just reading a manual, reading a guide, but you actually do it in reality. And there are activities to help you progress. Contests, we have contests at club, area, division, district, region, and even international. With the contest, basically, you sharpen your skill, you know where the bar is, and try to achieve your goal. With the workshop, you learn a particular skill at a deeper level, and fellowship as you network with your peers. So it's quite fun. I think I will show you the picture that is quite fun. So here, let's say that I was in a contest, and here is fellowship, and we have many, many workshops, and all are for free. So you don't pay anything other than the dues. So what are the benefits as a Toastmaster member? Well, we want to become an effective communicator and leader to lead a successful life and happy life. So Toastmaster is a tool to get you there. Toastmaster will allow you to gain communication and leadership skill, and you will get pathways, which I just explained to you, to guide you in your learning experience so you don't feel overwhelmed. You will get a certificate on each level when you complete, and when you complete a path. You will get a mentor, and then you have a wide network of friends all over the world, and you have a strong community to help you grow. And I would like to emphasize about mentor, because you will be assigned a mentor to help you achieve your long-term goal. And your mentor is a senior member of Toastmaster, and all is for free. So if you have to pay that, if you are not ex-Toastmaster member, it costs a lot. Here I share with you the certificate of completion. This is when you complete each level of pathway, and then certificate of proficiency when you complete one pathway. And these certificates are internationally recognized. So this is recognized all over the world. And then this is an online club. So even when we have no pandemic, this online club meeting is still online. So we are not going to have offline meetings. So there are added benefits of an online meeting, an online club. First, we get connected with people all over the world, not just Indonesia. And then we can deliver our speech anywhere. Like Natalie just delivered her speech in Canada. I deliver my speech in Malaysia, and you can deliver in Australia, Hong Kong, or Mauritius, anywhere you'd like to. And all from learning from the comfort of your home, and you save money and time because you don't need to travel to the meeting place. So isn't it wonderful? It's everything positive. For all of those benefits, the investment is just $65 for new member and $45 for renewal every 6 months and reinstated member. So this is about 100,000 rupiah per month. So equal about 2 Starbucks coffee, which is an expense. Well, if you join Toastmaster, you will get a lifetime benefit. You will have your personal development, which will last for a lifetime to lead you a happy life. The greatest investment you can ever make is in yourself. I think we all agree on this. I have joined Toastmaster for about 1 year now. I really enjoy Toastmaster. I improve my communication skill, I improve my public speaking, and I have met new friends all over the world, and I have a supportive community. And I will share with you my communication skills before and after. If you watch on this one, this is the project which is about 9 months apart because I just joined in October 2019. And this is my level 1 project 2. And this is September 2020, so about less than a year. The same project, level 1, project 2, and different pathway because the first one, presentation mastery, and the second one is effective coaching. And I will show you on the before and after joining the Toastmaster. Okay. Sorry. What comes to mind when you are thinking about leisure traveling? I mean, this is not business traveling. So we all think that it's fun, relaxing, time spent with the family. Basically fun things, right? Are you afraid to make a move to schedule your speech with your VPE? What is holding you back? Do you fear to deliver your speech because you have no idea of what to speak of? Okay. I think from the short video, because we don't have much time to see a longer video, you can see the difference before and after. I deliver my speech smoother, more engaging, and am more confident in delivering it. In summary, we have discussed about the 3 types of speeches in Toastmaster: table topic or impromptu speech, prepared speech, and evaluation speech, and learn about leadership via many activities like pathway, contest, workshop, and fellowship. And we get the benefits as Toastmaster. We gain communication and leadership skill. We have the pathway to guide us. We will have a certificate. We have a mentor, and we have a wide network of friends and supportive community. And for online club, you get the benefits of learning from the comfort of your home. Technical skill alone will not get you there. Effective communication and good leadership will make you move to the next level. When you progress in your career and business, you need to speak publicly. You need to deliver your message professionally. And Toastmaster will help you to gain the communication and leadership skill to achieve your long-term goal to be successful in life. So, what are you waiting for? Take action, join Toastmaster, and register now. I, Rona, Pipit, Natalie, and Ben are available to help you to register and to answer any questions you may have. So we have the floor open for any questions. Thank you and happy Halloween.
Yes, thank you, Rana. All right, so let's open the session for Q&A. If you have any questions, you can just unmute and tell us. Or if you're not comfortable speaking directly, you can also put it in the chat box. So, any questions from the floor? I cannot see everyone. So, Natalie, did you see anyone?
Not yet, but Pipit, why don't we keep the questions rolling so we can move on to the next session?
Okay, great. All right. So, if you have any questions, drop it at the comment section or the chat box anytime. All right. Okay. So let's move on to our next session, which is table topic session. This is my favorite part of Toastmasters meeting because we get to learn a lot from it. But what we will learn about will be explained by our table topic master. So I would like to call our TTM all the way from Mauritius, which is Robin. Let's go, Robin.
Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster. Hello, everyone. My name is Robin, and I will be the table topic master today. So here we go. So table topics, and you may ask, what is table topics all about? So table topics help guests and members to practice the art of their impromptu speaking. This helps us to develop 4 vital communication skills: listening, thinking, organizing, and delivering. You may ask, how does it work? Well, you'll be given a topic or question, and you have to speak for about 1 to 2 minutes, and you're encouraged to use the word of the day in your impromptu speech. And the word of the day is opportunity. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Okay, so now we have a volunteer with us who wants to have, oh yeah, our timer say, speakers, don't forget to pin the timer. Just follow the instruction in the chat box. All right, so first up, our first speaker I will pick is Elios. Elios, where are you?
I'm here. Wow, I'm surprised.
Wow, awesome. Okay, so here we go. Your first question is this one. Oops, sorry. Here you go. If you were a superhero, what would your superpower be? And how will you use it? So if you're a superhero, what would be your superpower? And how will you use it? Toastmaster Elios.
Okay, let me pin the timer first. Okay. Am I audible?
Yep.
Visible also, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now I start. Ladies and gentlemen, introduce myself. I am superhuman. Yes, I don't need that Superman because everybody knows that they have Superman. But nobody knows that we have superhuman. Do you? I am a superhuman. What I want to establish here that I take this opportunity to deliver my speech. I take this opportunity to practice my English. And also I take this opportunity to share what I have got from those master. So, ladies and gentlemen, superhuman on Toastmaster. That's my skill. When there are so many people here in Toastmaster, they just attend 1 or 2 meeting every week. Can you guess what is the meeting that I attend every week? Well, let's just count it 7 times. 7 times 3. 7 times 3 again. Yes. In 1 week, it operates one day I attend one Toastmaster meeting. So you can count. If I count this, it will be around 30 clubs all around the world. Remember, Toastmaster is international organization. We can travel, we can visit, and we can learn from all of the world. And take this opportunity to improve yourself, to improve your leadership, and improve your communication style. And this is how I use my superhuman ability. I am a salesman, so I'm selling you Toastmaster. This is my sales pitch to you, my dear guest. Back to you, table topic master. Sarang.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Elios. Wow. If you have this superpower, you can go all around the world to just visit and go to Toastmasters and improve yourself. Very good. Now, next up, who do we have? Let me see all around. Okay, so I see Sumatono. Hi, Sumatono. Okay, so yeah, it's you. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can unmute yourself. So table topics, just like I explained, it's a impromptu speech. And just like Elios demonstrated to you, you can do it as well. Can you hear me?
Yes, Robin.
All right, awesome. Good to hear
Cool.
from you.
Yeah,
Okay,
good to hear from you too.
So do you understand how this works?
Okay, yes, I do.
Yeah.
I used to do this
okay.
before.
All right. Okay. So here is your next question. Your next question is this one. What is the most exciting thing you've ever received in the mail? What is the most exciting thing you've ever received in the mail? Let's have Sumatono. Let's give him a round of applause.
Wow. Wow. Thank you very much. Well, hi, everyone. My name is Sumartono. Well, I'm very excited to have a meeting this evening. Well, this is a pretty much hard question. What's the most exciting thing you've ever received in the mail? Well, actually, I am a YouTuber. And for me, the most exciting thing I ever received in the mail is the email from YouTube or Google informed that I just passed like 1,000, what is this, you say like subscribe. And great opportunity to me to show my passion. You know, my passion is like a public speaking, and also I'm an English instructor. So on you, I try to share all about English, and that's great. So YouTube is not only about how I deliver something, but this is my passion that I can, I can show through YouTube. So whatever it is, to me, talking about opportunity, to me, we have three rules. Number one, there is nothing more expensive than missing a good opportunity. So that's why this is my good opportunity to join back, I should say, because it's been a long time I haven't joined this meeting. And number two, to me, is struggle, whatever it is, for a golden opportunity, because the golden opportunity never comes twice. I remember I was, I was a bodyguard of her, and it took me 3 months to confidently propose, "Will you marry me?" And you know what? He said no, because she had a like long relationship with somebody. But I boiled a door, and I just kept, trying to pay much attention to her. And the next moments or next few months, and he said, "You are the best candidate." So I married her. This is what I said, a good opportunity. If it doesn't come, build a door. I'm Uncle Turner. Have a great evening. Oh, sorry. Let me close with this one. I remember. Natalie. It's been a long time. I haven't seen Natalie, but you still got that style. The struggle and struggle for the opportunity, and you'll get that smile. Have a great evening.
Wow, wow, so awesome. Wow, YouTuber, awesome. Okay, if you have
Thank
the
you.
opportunity, please subscribe to his channel. Put the channel below in the chat box and we will follow
No,
you.
no.
Okay,
Thank you very
all
much.
right.
Thank you very much, Robin. Thank you very much. Have a great
Th-
evening.
Thank you very much. All right, so next up, who do we
Sorry.
have? Okay, thank you, thank you. Now we turn to the next person. Who do we have here? Let me see. Okay, so we have Mafati. Mafati, hello. Can you please unmute yourself? Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Hey, good to see you, man. All
Good
right,
to
so
see you.
are you ready? Let me give you a question and then after that you can just give a speech on that. All right? Okay, so the next question is, who is the person you are most grateful for in your life? Who is the person you are most grateful for in your life? Let's give a big hands to Mafati.
All right. Good evening, everyone. It's good to see you all, even though this is my first time joining the Toastmaster. Who is the person you are most grateful for in your life? All right. Well, I think everybody will say that's gonna be our mother, whether we like it or not, because our mother has been there before we existed. I mean, our mother will put her life, no matter what we do, no matter what, um, how we become, our mother will be there. From child, our mother has already sacrificed so many things, a lot of things, including their time for sleeping, you know, and then and our mother also spent a lot of time for us, even though she needs some, like a me time stuff. Um, so there's nothing more that I can say about who is the person you are most grateful for in my life. Or even when I was child, actually I was not born in rich family, so my mother must had to struggle a lot, especially to earn money to fulfill my brother, me, and also my sister, especially to keep us going to the school. And she did like 24/7 hours. I have never seen her crying, even though I know it was a really tough job. It was a really hard job to maintain everything from when I was child until now. And if I could give her back, I don't think I can give anything back. Even though I give the whole world to her, I don't think it will be enough to repay what she has already done, what she had already sacrificed for three of us. So once again, thank you, mother, and thank you to all mothers. Thank you all the women I see here. You are all great mothers, and thank you for all the tears, all the sweat you have already given to your kids, to your surrounding. We are nothing without you. So thank you, guys. Good evening. Bye bye.
Wow, wow, let's give him a big hand. Mafati, wow. Indeed, our mom is the person who we should be the most grateful for. Thank you for sharing that moment with us. All right, so next up, who do we have? Let's have Wulan. Is Wulan here? Wulan, can you turn on your video?
I am
All
here.
right, awesome. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good. I'm great. Good to see you. All right. So next up, let's have your question. So the next question is this. If you could time travel, would you go to the past or go to the future and why? If you could time travel, would you go to the past or go to the future and why? So let's give a big hand to Wulan.
Okay, let me try. So if I could time travel, I think I prefer to go to the past because you know we have so many things we want to like we want to repair, we want to fix in the past, so we don't make any regrets. Like we want to be a better something. Like me, I want to be a better parent. So I often wonder, like, oh, what happened if I did this in the past? What happened if I didn't do this in the past? So if I could time travel, I would choose travel to the past. But actually, I also want to travel to the future. Should I choose only one? Okay. Okay, I lost in speech, but yeah, I think in this situation, I prefer travel to the past because of the things that I mentioned, and because in my current situation, I have something really big happening that I couldn't tell, but it makes me regrets. Then I really want to get the opportunity to go back to, like, maybe a few months back, so I could fix that thing. That's all. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Let's give her a big hand. Indeed, some people will prefer to go back in time to fix something in our past. And yeah, I agree with you. I will do the same thing. So now next person, who do we have? Next up, let's see. We have Miss Davy. Yeah, it's you. It's you. I can see you smiling there. Can you please unmute yourself?
I'm sorry, I'm shocked.
Don't worry, I'm shocked too. It's good to see you. Okay, so I'll give you a question and then you can just speak about it within 2 minutes. And you can use the word of the day, which is opportunity. So are you ready for your question?
I'll try.
All right. Okay, so here's your question. If your life would be a movie, what would the title be? If your life would be a movie, what would the title be? Let's give a round of applause to Davy.
If my life would be a movie, it would be a coffee of the pandemic. Okay, pandemic. I think the first month, the second month of the pandemic was a big shock for many of us. I think for all of us, even for me. I remember the days when I cried all the way on the streets because I was too sad in the situation of large restriction, or we call the SPB. I remember those hard days when I had to stay at home every day from morning to night, back to morning to night. And whenever I come to the street, it was all about security check, body temperature check, and the streets were empty. And those days were bad days in my life. But then, talking about opportunity, it wasn't the end of everything, because the days slowly got better. And then I also realized that pandemic wasn't all about the bad things, because if I reflect what happened to me since February, I actually got a lot of memorable things that I will not get it if there was no pandemic. For example, I spent more time at home with my family. I was too busy person, and I know that too is never good. I remember a lecturer of mine told me too is never good. And I was a too busy person in the past, just before the pandemic era. But then with the pandemic, I stayed at home a lot more. I met my children a lot more, and I even knew what was inside my refrigerator. It hadn't happened in the past. Let me tell you, I didn't even really know what my daughters ate. I didn't know what's inside the refrigerator. I didn't have time to go shopping to the market. I didn't know how much was the price of 1 kilo of rice, 1 kilo of tomato, 1 kilo of chili. But with the pandemic era, everything changed. I stayed at home a lot more. I could watch my children, and I had time to think about what I had done. I think it was a good opportunity that we had during the pandemic, and I believe that many of us also learned a lot of things during the pandemic, especially to take some minutes of break from our life, from our busy life. How much time left do I have? I
That's
don't
all.
know.
Yeah, you're over time, but it's okay. It's good. Yeah. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Wow, Pandemic. What a movie. For me, if the title of my life would be From Bedroom to Kitchen. So, because the pandemic is like, that's my favorite time now. Okay, so next up, let's have another speaker. Thank you very much, Devi. Let's give her a big hand, please. Awesome. Okay, so next up we have Ahmad. Is Ahmad here? He left or he's left? All right, Ahmad Yusuf.
Ahmad Firdaus.
Oh,
Hey,
Ahmad Yusuf
man.
Firdaus.
All right.
hey. So
Hello.
okay, I never thought I would be appointed. Okay,
Don't
ready.
worry about it. We're here to have some fun. So, are you ready? Can I give you a question right now? Okay. Good.
Okay,
Let's.
okay. I'll try to answer
All
the
right.
question.
Let's roll. Okay. So this is your question. If you're immune to COVID-19, right? You're immune to COVID-19. If you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would it be and why? So you're immune to COVID-19. If you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would it be and why? Let's give a big hand to our speaker for tonight, Ahmad Yusuf Firdaus.
Okay. Uh, thank you for the opportunity. I am also shocked, like Miss Devi. Okay. If I could travel anywhere, I would probably go to Japan. I always want to go there, but I have never been there so far. Yeah, hopefully I'll go there one day. Why? I know I read a lot about Japan, and I have an experience about maybe people in Japan. One day I traveled to Thailand, and then I left my camera under my seat on the plane. And that I didn't realize that I left my camera until I went out of the airport in Bangkok. And then at the time I got confused, and then I went to the uh, lost and found agency. I went to the lost and found, and then I told them about the problem, and then they they asked me to send an email to the office of the uh yeah to the office in Japan. And then I did it. I sent an email to the office in Japan, and then uh they asked me to wait for uh 10 to 12 hours until the plane landed in Japan at the time. And then I thought that I would lose my camera forever, because I just thought maybe somebody would just take it, because I put the camera right below my seat, and everyone could actually see it, and that's why I was afraid that I thought that I would just lose the camera. And then I went out of the airport, and then uh, and then just forgot my camera for a while, because I really wanted to enjoy my trip there without my camera, even without my camera. But uh, in the midnight, and then I got an email that my camera was already found by the department. Okay, was found by department, and then Yeah, because at the time I went back to the airport in the morning. Yeah, okay, sure. And then the people said, "You are lucky because it was Japan." Thank you. That's all, I guess.
All right, thank you very much for your time to share this. Japan, okay, good. All right, so just a reminder, if you just pin the timer, who is Melita, who is in red right now. So if you see this, it doesn't mean
Yeah, yeah,
Wakanda forever. It means that your time is up. All right. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Okay,
but thank you for
okay.
sharing. Let's give him a round of applause. All right. Thank you very much for sharing your story. It was amazing. All right. Okay. So next up, who do we have? We have here Diaz. Diaz. Is Diaz here? Are you around?
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Can we see you? Can you put your video on?
I'm wearing a mask right now, so I'm not sure whether you want to see me in a green mode.
It's okay. We have Seni also wearing a mask right now.
No, I mean face mask.
Oh, face mask, that kind of mask. All right. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. No worries. No worries. It's fine. Okay. So, do you want to answer this question? Is okay?
Sure.
Fine for you?
Sure.
Okay. So, let's bring it on. So, the next question is, would you rather have free internet or free food for the rest of your life? Would you rather have free internet or free food for the rest of your life? Let's give a big hand to our speaker for tonight, Diaz.
Okay. Shall I start now?
Yep.
Okay. So those two things are actually are the privilege if I could have both, but since this is a question and I have to choose one, then I would choose free internet. Because I think free internet is what we need right now, and because everything is doing remotely because of this pandemic, and every work, every activities are using internet, so it would be very handy if we could have the free internet. Otherwise, if free food, I'm easy on the food. I'm flexible. I can eat any leaves. um, and I have some herbal foods that I plant in my home. So I think well, of course, I will be very happy if I have free food. But if I don't have, then it's not a problem. So I think, yep, I would choose free internet. Thank you.
Wow, free internet. Thank you very much, Diaz. Wow, that's amazing. Free internet. I think, yeah, I would choose free internet too. But I love food, so I would choose free food for the rest of my life.
I love both, but since I have to choose, so
Yeah, but it's good. It's good. Thank you very much for sharing. Let's give
thank
her a big
you.
hand.
Thank you,
Okay.
Robin.
All right. So next up, do we have time for one more? Melita, do we have time for one more
Yes,
person?
one last one, please.
Last one. Okay, let's have the next person is Vilicia. Vilicia. Vilicia, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry.
All right.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
So free food or free internet?
Free food. I choose free food.
All right,
Yes.
same like me. Okay, good. Okay, so are you ready for your next question?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so here we go. The next question and last question. You are the mayor of your city. Tell us, how are you going to bring about change? You are the mayor of your city. Tell us, how are you going to bring about change?
Okay. I'm thinking first because it's a tough question. You are the mayor of your city. Tell us, how are you going to bring about change? Actually, it's really tough. Actually, what is the most thing that I'm going to change? Maybe is about the economic system. The economic system. It means like or it could be something that can help people like in the under circumstance. So I think just to raise everyone's awareness to care about everybody's there, because I know that sometimes we are too selfish. We are just care about ourselves, ignoring the other people, and it will affect to the economic system. Like, so we know that there are rich people and there are the very poor ones. So I want everybody have the same level. No one is rich, no one is too poor. So I think that's it. I'm going to change like people's mind in economic system. I think like that. Actually, it's really tough. I don't know how to describe, but yeah, mostly like about the level, like the for those people, yeah, for the level of the economic of the people. So just make them same for the level. I think that's for me.
All right. Thank you very much for answering that. I know it's tough, but you did it well. It's awesome. It's always when you're the mayor, imagine that it's always about the people. You don't think for yourself like some politician, you know. I won't mention name because it's recorded. Okay, so thank you very much for your time tonight. And it's awesome to have you all great speakers. And it's thank you for giving me this opportunity to give you this question tonight. Okay, so now thank you very much. And I'll leave the floor back to our Toastmaster of the evening. Pipit, over to you.
Thank you. Can we have our timer to report her notes?
All right, so I'm gonna report from the prepared speech. We have two prepared speaker. Natalie eligible. Ibu Rona, I'm so sorry you're not eligible because you were over time. And I already put in the chat box. And then next move to the table topic speaker. We have 8 table topic speaker, all eligible, except Sumartono, Devi, and also Ahmad. 3 of you are over time. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you. Devi, are you ready to launch the polling?
I think we're using Google Form. ID put the please vote everyone, and already put in the chat.
Yeah. Okay, so the voting is anonymous, so don't be afraid if you vote for yourself. No one knows. Okay, so feel free to do whatever you like. Vote whoever you think was the best speaker. And I know a lot of you send message to Robin, would like to volunteer. I'm really sorry because we have very limited time. And then next time, we will not guarantee, but there's bigger chance to even speak because usually we have 20 people in the meeting, so more chances to be chosen. All right. So I would like to move smoothly into the next session, which is the evaluation session. This session will be led by our GE. So Ben, come here.
I'm
Take
here.
it.
All right, fantastic. If you're not muted, please mute your mic so we can have our fantastic evaluator coming from Australia, but now in Malaysia. She is distinguished Toastmaster Donna Barclay.
Thank you, Ben. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Tea has started a war. Tea brings good friends together. And a teacup has inspired Natalie's beautiful speech tonight. A lesson from the teacup. Tonight, I thought Natalie did 3 things exceptionally well. Firstly, she had flawless synchronicity between the words that she chose and the way that she moved her body. Her movements were fluid, natural, and supported her speech message. I'm sure you remember these. These natural movements that she incorporated into her speech supported the message that she was delivering to us tonight. She also put a great deal of planning into her speech. She commenced in the present, took us back to the past, and then effortlessly transported us back to the present. This was a very clever structure that allows the audience to follow her easily. And thirdly, she added dialogue. When a speaker uses a narrative style, it can be very draining for the audience. When we add dialogue, we as speakers are able to do three things: add audience interest, demonstrate our vocal range, and share a deeply personal memory, which creates a sense of intimacy with the audience. Natalie, I would like to take the opportunity to make two recommendations before you make your next speech. Firstly, be willing to explore greater depths of emotion in your speech. When your friends ask you if you had traveled to some of the locations they had been to, you told them no. You could demonstrate this depth of sorrow that you felt at that time by lowering the pitch of your voice, lowering the tone, and reducing your rate of speech. Secondly, in order to show that sadness, you can support the feelings, the depth of emotion that you felt at that time with complementary body language, slouching over, hanging your head, for example. And next, I would like you to reconsider your speech title. When I saw the title, A Lesson from the Teacup, I must admit I didn't have a sense of intrigue. I would like to see a more cryptic title so you can captivate the audience attention. Have them hanging on your every word as slowly the big reveal comes about. Every audience member loves to have that aha moment when they discover what the speech is all about. Perhaps the teacup would be enough to be an intriguing title. Oprah Winfrey once said, "People will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel." And tonight, Natalie made us feel a sense of wonder about a teacup. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Fantastic, distinguished Toastmaster Donna Barclay. All right, let's jump right into our evaluation session. We're going to bring back our fantastic grammarian. Toastmaster Asti, can you help us out with the grammarian reports?
Thank you, Ben. It was a pleasure listening to all of your speeches today, with excellent grammar usage by our speakers, and a bit hard for me to find any mistakes in the grammar. I would like also to point some of the word and sentence that were used incorrectly. So wait a moment, can I share my? Okay. Okay. Is my screen visible? So, what is the meeting that I attend, or how many meetings that I attend? Which one is correct? Feel free to unmute yourself.
Everyone unmutes. Answer, play along.
Okay, let's play along. Which is
How many meetings have I attended?
How many meetings?
How many meetings did I attend?
How many?
Thank
How
you.
many meetings
Yes.
did I attend?
Okay, the second one is from child or since I was a child.
Since I was a child.
Since I was
a child.
Okay, and I also note some. Sorry for playing that short. But we would say there are people who make. There are people who make things happen, and there are people who watch things happen, and there are people who wonder what happened. To be successful, you need to be a person who make things happen. By Jim Lovell, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And Ibu Rona, practice makes perfect. Natalie, Every moment is special. Savor it now. Okay, and a lot of people are eager to use today's word of the day. Natalie used it once, Ilios at least used it 3, Sumartono used it twice, Devi used it twice. Robin, I start counting when you say more than 3, and Babibit also say more than 3. So thank you, that's all. Back to you, Ben.
All right, very good. Thank you, Toastmaster Asi. Our timer, real quick, just the yes or no answer. Our evaluator was on time. Go.
Yes.
Fantastic. All right. Now we're going to bring in our counter. So can we please welcome Toastmaster Bella?
Hello. Overall, everyone spoke very clearly. Natalie and Rona Wati, sorry if I pronounce people's names wrong, but overall, very, very good and clear speech. I would suggest that Rona Wati looks out for saying "and" a few times. I noticed that. And our table topics were very good. I think quite a few people can work on their ums and ahs and ers. Some other things that stood out to me was oh my gosh, I'm not sure what name.
Mafati.
Yeah, Mafati. And Wulan used "you know" quite a bit. And Ahmad said "and then" quite a few times. So I just suggest that for our fellow table topics, people to look out for the ums and the ahs, and also those little filler words like "you know" and then. But otherwise, everyone did a very good job. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. And usually the general evaluator report is 8 to 10 minutes. I am going to speed through this thing a little bit faster than normal, just for the sake of your time, because it is valuable. All right. Beginning of the meeting. We've been working for months as a team, me, Distinguished Toastmaster Natalie, Distinguished Toastmaster Pippet, and Ronawati. We did this in all of our role players, Toastmaster Denny, Toastmaster Melita, Toastmaster Donna, Toastmaster Bella, and Toastmaster Asti. We put this together for you guys, and I hope you really enjoyed it. So that was really well done. Thank you all for that. All right, so the speeches, Natalie, fantastic speech, perfect timing. Ibu Rona, fantastic speech again. Thank you for explaining this whole entire Toastmaster experience. Just say, gotta manage the time, right? Time is very important. On to our table topic master, Toastmaster Robin, fantastic. Great job. Thank you for coming all the way from Mauritius, from the comfort of your living room, to help us out with this. Great questions. Thank you so much. All right. Now, for you guys that were the table topics speakers, this is where you guys get a little quick evaluation. And as we keep on doing more and more of these, the evaluation will get a little stronger. But for a lot of you, this is your first time. So start off the bat. Toastmaster Elios always brings the energy. Fantastic. I love it. Keep doing that and keep bringing your energy. And thank you for selling Toastmasters. All right. Soon to be Toastmaster Sumar Tono, YouTuber extraordinaire. Can't see. There it is. Fantastic job. Good energy. If you guys noticed, he didn't answer the question, but that's okay, because it's when you get a question, you can answer whatever you want. So being yourself, bringing it, being comfortable. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Fantastic. All right. Soon to be Toastmaster Mafati. Great job talking about your moms, and thanking all the future moms out there and the ladies, a guaranteed way of getting bonus points in this club and the whole world. So keep that up. All right. Soon to be Toastmaster Wulan. You went with going back to the past to fix things. That is a great idea. But unfortunately, we cannot do that. So now we got to remember our past, learn from them, and kind of move on to the future. But you gave us a great story and something to hold on to. So I hope when you join, you'll be able to bring those emotions and tell us about this wonderful time and the difficult times in your life and how you've overcome them with your speeches as a member. All right. Toastmaster Miss Devi, you mentioned life as a movie is pandemic. I agree. My life is a pandemic as well. In the last 8 months is pretty much your life as well. I know exactly what's in my fridge and I eat all the food. I don't have any kids. So great speech. Thank you for that. Toastmaster Muhammad, you talked about, the question was, if you were immune to COVID, where would you go? You said you wanted to go to Japan, and that's fantastic. And your experience about finding your camera because you're in Japan is similar to mine. My friend lost a train ticket. A lady came running out of the cafe, charging to my friend and says, here's your train ticket. I love Japan, and that's one of the reasons why. Great people, super nice. Thank you for sharing your story. Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster Diaz, free internet or free food? I have to disagree. Free food is what I would do as well, but having free internet right now isn't so bad, especially if you're in the US, when internet costs about $100 a month. In Indonesia, a little less than that, but still, I would like free internet right now too. So thank you for that story. Well done. And soon to be Toastmaster Vilas, the mayor of your city, doing something to help people with less circumstances. Perfect. Thank you very much with that. All right. Again, distinguished Toastmaster Donna, your evaluation, perfect. If we had more time, I would be a little harder on you, but you're lucky. All right. Grammarian report. The only thing I could say is great job, but if you're playing a game, don't give us the answer right away. One was red, one was green, but great job. Timer, thank you very much. All counter, right on track. Way to be positive and look at the positives. Fantastic job. And let's see. Yes, we're done. Okay, back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting. Thank you very much, everyone. Good job. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Ben, for the thorough evaluation. Now I will give the control to Natalie because she will be the one closing this meeting.
Madam Toastmasters, you need to announce the winner first.
Oh, yes. Denny.
Okay, now the time is already come, so we already have result. Thank you for 27 people that vote, and we have the fun. Drum roll, please. And the winner is as you can see in the Elios, the winner. Yay! Congrats, Elios. You have
so bored. Elios keep winning.
Okay. Okay, back to you, Tom.
Do I need to speech?
No, thanks.
No.
Take photo.
Oh,
It's okay.
Hey, can you guys turn on your video?
Okay. Everyone else, photo.
Everyone, please turn on your video. We will have a short
Photo session.
photo session.
Okay, we count to 5.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, I will take picture now.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I will take the second page. Please hold your pose.
Turn on your cameras.
1, 2, 3. Okay. And now for the funny pose, please. 1, 2, 3. Okay, for the first page. And now I will take for the second page. 1, 2, 3. Go. Okay, back to you, Tom.
Natalie.
Okay.
Thank you, Danny, our SAA, and everyone who has joined our first ever demo meeting for Bhinneka Online Club. I would like to say thank you for your participation. It is such an honor for us to share this moment with all of you, and we thank you for allocating your time to join our online meeting. I'm pretty sure that you probably have questions that you want to ask about Toastmasters or about the club or anything, you may feel free to stay in this Zoom room even after we officially close this club meetings, because we can, answer your questions in more detail. And, if you have anything about membership or experience as a Toastmasters member, how it can help you to progress in your personal and professional life, this is. But before we officially close the club meeting, let me just share you a little bit of the idea behind this online club. We named this online club Bhinneka because Bhinneka means unity. And the idea is for us, especially people in Indonesia. Indonesia is such a huge country spread out from Sabang to Merauke. And to open a Toastmasters club, we normally need to have 20 paid members in one area. With the online club, thanks to pandemic, Corona, we are now afforded a chance to open a pure online club. And our vision with this club is to connect people from different parts of Indonesia into one online club. Hence the name Bhinneka, unity. So we are all united here, and we are all here to learn together, to grow together, to share together. And that's the idea and the vision behind the name and the initiative of opening a pure online club. So if you are in Papua, if you are in Sulawesi, Kalimantan, and there is no Toastmasters club wherever you are, this is the great chance to help you to connect with not only Toastmasters organization, but also Toastmasters member who would like to share, to walk together in this journey with you. I personally believe that Toastmasters, just like what Rona said, is a great investment. Well, our table topic speaker winner, E.T., just said, oh, I'm selling Toastmasters. Actually, I would like to correct it a little bit. We are not selling Toastmasters because Toastmasters is not a product. We are sharing the benefit that we receive through Toastmasters. And this is not you buy, I sell, but this is like if you decide to invest in your own personal growth and in your own journey, feel free to do so. If you feel like today is not yet the day, it's fine. We are still here for you. But I would like to encourage you to think about several things, especially the benefits that I personally receive and experience. What you've seen just now in my speech is already like 6.5 years of practicing and learning. And you can be like that too. And you can be even better than what I've done today. As long as you invest in yourself, you keep practicing and you keep learning. There's no magic pill, there's no instant shortcut in success. So I believe that if you value personal growth and professional growth, there is a value in joining as a Toastmasters member. Another thing that I would like to pinpoint is Toastmasters is a supportive community. You get connected with members from all different parts of Indonesia and even different parts of the world. We have guest Herman from Los Angeles, America. We have also fellow Toastmasters, Robin Chan from Mauritius, and I'm pretty sure I think I saw several other Toastmasters from Malaysia or Singapore joining our club as well. You get connected with people from all over the world, from different walks of life, different profession, and we all can learn from each other. So if you feel like you need a supportive community, if you want to be heard, if you want to learn without feeling judged or any, pressure, this is the right community for you to grow. Another good thing also that I personally experience is it helps me to expand my network. The first paid public speaking job that I got was through my Toastmasters contact. I got an offer to deliver 2 days online training, and it only happened because of the connection that I made through Toastmasters. And in fact, next month I was offered to do another online speaking with one of the business platform in Surabaya. So those are some of the examples what you can expect for you to progress your career or for you to progress in your academic or personal life. And last but not least is that, you know, the potential of collaboration and learning experience that you can get here. If you want to do contests, if you want to get promotion in your workplace, if you want to learn how to ace your interview, or if you want to improve any kind of soft skills, this is the place for you to do it. So I encourage you to reach out to any one of us, Natalie, Ben, Pipit, and Rona, if you want to know more about Toastmasters, and feel free to stay in this Zoom room if you have some questions that you want to ask, or if you are ready to register as our club members. That is from me, and I really thank you for all your participation and attention. This first Bhinneka online club demo meeting is now officially closed.